What if the secret to a life of true peace and fulfillment isn't about acquiring more but in the act of releasing? Welcome back to Books Over Mind, where we explore books that change the way we think, live, and grow. Today, we're unraveling the wisdom within David Hawkins' transformative masterpiece, Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender. Imagine, for a moment, the possibility that the weight you're carrying, the stress, the fear, the resentment, could simply be let go. What would your life look like without that burden? David Hawkins, a distinguished psychiatrist, spiritual teacher, and consciousness researcher, brings us a profound exploration into the nature of human emotions and the extraordinary power of surrender. In Letting Go, Hawkins presents the idea that much of our suffering is not caused by external circumstances, but by our own resistance to our emotions. We often cling to negative emotions, like fear, anger, guilt, and shame, mistaking them for truths, when in reality, they are just energy patterns that can be released. Central to the book is Hawkins' scale of consciousness, a groundbreaking model that maps human emotions along a spectrum of energy levels. At the lowest end of the scale are emotions like shame and guilt, which vibrate at a low, dense frequency, keeping us trapped in a cycle of negativity. As we move up the scale through emotions like courage, acceptance, and love, our energy levels rise, and so does our state of consciousness. The goal, according to Hawkins, is to transcend the lower levels by letting go of these limiting emotions, thereby elevating our consciousness and experiencing life from a place of greater peace and clarity. Think of this process as carrying a backpack filled with heavy stones. Each stone represents a negative emotion or limiting belief. As you journey through life, the weight of the backpack slows you down, drains your energy, and limits your potential. But what if you could reach into that backpack and start removing those stones one by one? Imagine the freedom, the lightness, and the renewed vitality that would come from releasing those burdens. This is the essence of the letting go process that Hawkins guides us through, a journey of acknowledging, experiencing, and then releasing the emotions that no longer serve us. One of the most profound insights Hawkins offers is encapsulated in the quote, "The resistance to the unpleasant situation is the root of suffering." This powerful statement reveals a truth that is both simple and transformative. Our suffering is not inherently tied to the events of our lives, but rather to our resistance to those events. Whether it's a difficult relationship, a painful memory, or a challenging situation, it's our internal struggle against reality that creates suffering. By learning to surrender this resistance, we free ourselves from the emotional charge that these situations hold over us. Who stands to benefit most from this book? Letting Go is an invaluable resource for anyone who feels trapped in negative thought patterns, destructive habits, or toxic relationships. It's a guide for those who yearn for inner peace but find themselves struggling with anxiety, depression, or a sense of unfulfillment. The techniques Hawkins shares are practical and accessible, offering a path toward emotional liberation that anyone can follow. One practical technique Hawkins introduces is the method of fully experiencing an emotion without trying to change, suppress, or judge it. Let's say you're feeling overwhelmed by anger. Instead of reacting impulsively or burying the anger deep within, Hawkins encourages you to sit with it. Allow the anger to be present in your awareness, without adding any narrative or resistance. As you do this, you'll find that the emotion begins to dissipate on its own, like a cloud dissolving in the sky. This simple yet powerful practice can be applied to any emotion, leading to a profound sense of emotional freedom over time. Reflecting on the wisdom of this book, I'm struck by the radical simplicity of Hawkins' approach. In a culture that often glorifies control, struggle, and achievement, Letting Go offers a refreshing perspective. True strength lies in surrender, not in force. It's a reminder that the peace we seek isn't found in external accomplishments, but in the quiet, courageous act of letting go of what no longer serves us. So, I invite you to consider this. What is one area in your life where you feel stuck, tense, or resistant? What might happen if you allowed yourself to let go, to surrender the need for control, and to embrace the flow of life? Hawkins suggests that in doing so, you might discover a profound sense of freedom and inner peace that you never thought possible. If this resonates with you, I strongly encourage you to pick up a copy of Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender. This book isn't just another self-help guide. It's a roadmap to a more liberated, peaceful, and fulfilling life. And as you embark on your own journey of surrender, remember that letting go is not about giving up, but about gaining everything that truly matters. Thank you for joining us today on this exploration of David Hawkins' Letting Go. If you found this discussion insightful, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. Let's continue this journey together. And as always, keep exploring, keep growing, and remember, keep books over mind.